Hi, I'm Keith Tollison, Lone Star High School principal, and this is State of the Nation, your weekly news for Lone Star High School. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2025, and we've got Labor Day weekend coming up at the end of the week, followed by a teacher training day on September 2nd. So it's a 4-day weekend for students. Pretty good stuff, Ranger Nation. Meet the Teacher Night is tonight. Our Meet the Teacher Night is a come and go event from 6 to 7:30 tonight at Lone Star High School. We strongly encourage you to get a copy of your student's schedule, parents, or at least check Home Access Center beforehand and bring your student with you as a guide if you can. We look forward to seeing everyone and appreciate your time in coming to visit with us. We're also starting our advisory tutorials this week. Starting tomorrow, students will be able to get targeted help on their classes during advisory period, which runs from 12:12 to 12:39, Tuesdays through Fridays. If a student is not required to attend a tutorial by a teacher, they're able to go to any teacher who's available during that time, or they can go to the library for quiet study time, Riot's Place for collaborative work, or the courtyard, cafeteria, or auxiliary gym for brain breaks. Students are expected to report to their locations by the beginning of advisory period, and they have to stay in that location for the entire period. With student schedules as busy as they are, we highly recommend our students use this time to catch up or get ahead on their work. Lone Star High School football is back. Your Rangers will be taking on the Argyle Eagles in Argyle at 7 p.m. this Friday. Ticketing for all Frisco ISD athletic events is handled by Hometown Ticketing, and you can search for tickets for all Ranger sports tickets by going online to tickets.friscoisd.org or using the Hometown Fan app. Prices vary by sport and level, and multiple-use digital flex passes are also available. We'll have additional information sent this week regarding stadium rules and other athletics-related items for this week, so be on the lookout for that. We're also really excited about hosting our first pep rally of the year this Friday during advisory period in our main gym. This week's pep rally theme is jerseys, so wear your favorite team or player's gear and show your school spirit this week as we celebrate our fall activities. Because we have limited capacity in our gym and our campus security protocols are in place, we are not able to host parents or visitors at our pep rallies, but all pep rallies are going to be live streamed on our Instagram account, so anyone not able to attend can watch on that platform. Rangers, here is your reminder that if you park on campus, you'll need to get a parking pass. We'll start enforcing our parking zones starting next week, so if you haven't taken the important steps to get your parking pass, please do that this week. We've included a link to the parking pass request form in the newsletter. That form needs to be filled out by students only. We want to keep our parking lot safe and organized, so thanks for ordering your parking pass to help us do that. Lone Star students will have the chance to take a practice online ACT test for only $10. Students will take the exam at home, so it requires a computer and internet access. Interested students can use the QR code or link in the newsletter and will need to register by September 10th. For more information, please see the flyer in the newsletter. Hey parents, last week you received an email from Frisco ISD with information about completing a routine health services consent form. Due to recent legislation, this consent is now required for students to receive attention for routine physical and mental health services that are provided typically by nurses, athletic trainers, and school counselors. It means that without this consent form, students would not be able to receive basic first aid like Band-Aids or wellness checks from counselors, unless the care being provided is required for life-saving situations. We're including the link to the consent form in our newsletter this week, and it's imperative that students take a moment to opt in or opt out of these services before September 1st, which is when this law goes into effect. Thanks in advance for your attention to this. I know it seems like a long way away, but let's talk about end of the year grades. Frisco ISD is moving back its end of year grading until the last week of school for all students, with senior grades being submitted by May 17th and 9th through 11th graders grades being submitted by May 19th. This is a change from previous years where grades were cut off for most students a week or two before the last day of school. So as families make plans for late May, know that Frisco ISD students are going to be learning and assessing through the end of the school year. It's a great week at Lone Star. Here's where you can see your Rangers in action. On Monday, tonight, we've got Meet the Teacher Night here at the school at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, tennis heads to Creekview and volleyball is at Salina. On Thursday, cross country is at the JSI Invitational in Midlothian. JV tennis plays Highland Park at home. 9th grade football is at Argyle, and JV football takes on Argyle at home. On Friday, we've got our pep rally in the main gym during our advisory period. Volleyball plays Prosper at home, and varsity football is at Argyle. That's the State of the Nation for this week. Have a great day, Rangers.